Yeah. Okay, we're waiting for everything to catch up here. It says that we have exited host mode. So, in theory, we should be good to go. Am I only exiting host mode once today? That's good. Looks like it. Alright. So, one of the things that I want to do is let's make sure all of our stuff is set up and configured correctly. It looks good. Let's check our levels here. Yes, our levels are good. Okay. Hopefully that's everything is working. Alright. Mohahaha. So, happy Monday everybody, welcome to the stream. We are back in Space Engineers. This is the no uranium mining start. Basically, the only uranium we are using is the stuff that we get from the unknown signals, like the one over there. So, what do we have going on today? Save you from the stars, huh? Oh, so for the folks who were with us last week, if you remember, I built that big flying wedge looking thing, the pizza box, I guess would be a good way to describe it. And I wasn't happy with it, so I spent this weekend tearing it down and starting over. And I'll show you what we've got going on here really quick. I'm going to go grab this unknown signal really fast, because Papa Panda needs more things for skins. And welcome to the stream, Damon. Hope you're having a fabulous week so far, buddy. Happy Monday. Alright. Sharky, how you doing, buddy? So you're going to be available tomorrow, right, Sharky? Welcome to the stream, by the way. You better not be one of those ones that, like, tries to get away from me. Okay, you're not. There we go. So, welcome to the stream. Oh, another badger drill. Nice. Alright, that's fine. We can use it. Go ahead and get rid of the hatch. Let's grab the uranium out of there. Come on. There it is. Grab the parts out of here. Cave of the Immune. Sounds like somebody is hunting supernatural hunters there. Alright. Because you're playing as a werewolf, right? So you're either hunting vampires or magic characters. Oh, nice. Congratulations on being done with your work. I know some of the stories you were telling us over on Discord were hilarious, man. For those who don't know, Sharky's not only one of the moderators, he's also one of the people I do collaborations with from time to time. And he and I will be doing a little bit of Medieval Engineers later this week. So I am actually in the process of trying to get a Medieval Engineers server up and running so that we can maybe do a community day of Medieval Engineers. A bunch of people in the community really like the game, so I figured if we can get a server up for it, you know, get everybody in and do a little bit of ME. Oh, Arc Boss. Yes, good luck with that. It wasn't, so the Artifact of the Immune wasn't so bad before they renovated and went back and revamped all of the dungeons. When they revamped all the dungeons, made that quest bloody impossible. So let me show you what we got going on over here. So like I said, on Friday's live stream, if you remember, we started a build for basically a large pizza box design ship. And I said during the live stream I wasn't really happy with the design. I'd probably tear it down. So I spent about 4 hours over the weekend, maybe 5 hours over the weekend, tearing it all down after it was probably 98% done. The only thing we had left to do was to start putting thrusters on it. And I just was not happy with the design. So completely scrapped it, tore it all down, got the parts back. And during that process, I found out we actually now have enough parts to use this thing, the flashpoint reactor. Now, the catch to the flashpoint reactor is I don't know where the connector is for it. So I'm hoping that it's in the middle of the bottom, because that's where I've got it leading into the into the network here for stuff. But we will find out once we turn the welders on. So now what we've done is we did put 2 large cargo containers on either side, on both port and starboard, and all of that's wired in. And then back here behind the walls, we actually have our oxygen and hydrogen vaporators. And back here behind the reactor, between the reactor and the network, is the ice processor. So basically we're going to have this whole thing set up on a hydrogen reactor. Now I have thought about putting in a secondary reactor, but I haven't decided on if I want to do that yet or not. So this is I'm trying to decide if this is going to be the front or the back of the ship. I'm thinking maybe the back of the ship, because it might be better to have the reactor that we're using away from potential conflict. But at the same point, we do tend to run away a lot, so yeah. We'll see how that goes. All right. No, I did take those out intentionally. That's right. All right. The items becoming blueprints? Really? Nice. Okay, so we need to put some residential in. We need a medical area, and we need a bridge. So we are going to, let's see here. So if we take you out, we should be able to put a grav drive or a gravity generator in right there. There we go. I'm gonna put that back, and that keeps the ship sealed. For the live stream, yeah, tomorrow's live stream will be at the same time as the one today. So Monday through Thursday, depending on the platform. They're all at the same time, though. So Mondays, Wednesdays are Twitch, Tuesdays and Thursdays are over on YouTube. So gravity generators down there, that is all sealed. This comes up into the hallway. All right. Copco, thanks for the host, buddy. Appreciate that. Hey, no worries, Sharky. Like I said, it doesn't have to be tomorrow. We could always do it for Friday's live stream. That way, you don't have to go running around too much. Oh. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab. So if we do the bridge over this side, this would basically become the bridge area up here. And I'm kind of tempted to do that. But the catch is that we need a way to get onto the ship in case we don't have hydrogen. I want to have an access system that allows us to get in and out of the ship, which I'm thinking we might do something like this. Because that's going to be there. So if we put a ramp in... excuse me. Alright, so let's go like this for right now. We're going to go ahead and close this off, I think. I don't know. Because if we do that and then we put a ramp, oh, let's drop this out of here for right now. If we put a ramp in, so the boarding ramp would come in this way. So that'll drop down on this side if we put one on the other side as well, maybe? That way we have a couple of different ways into the ship. But we see we need... Let's go... So if we do something like this, maybe... Kind of curious. See what this looks like. Excuse me. And then what we'll do is we'll take the center pieces out here. So if we take this out, take that out, and then we flip that around a little bit. Kind of liking that. Alright. So now the question is for this, what are we going to do? Maybe go something like that? Let's see that. Let's see how that looks. Okay, so this is going to drop down. And we would need a stairs piece here. You know what we could do? Let's go airlock right here. So basically you walk in, you hit the airlock, and then behind the airlock we will have a another set of the stairs. What do y'all think about this? And we could... So I'm going to put a hanger on this thing too, so I'm actually wondering if maybe we could actually use this area as a hangar area, and what we would do is have the ships suspended from the top of the hangar. We'll change the time. Yeah, because if we take this stuff off, what we could do is use the small area in here as a place for a small runabout of some kind. So basically have that. Let's go take a look and see what the lines are looking like. Yeah, I'm kind of liking the line so far. Because I could even just go ahead and do something like this, where we just close this piece off entirely. Let's see here. Whoop. And since we have... What is that? That is an air vent there. So what we could do is we could do something like that. And then we put our medical bay right here. And that'll be able to be piped in as well. Ooh, I'm kind of liking that. Yeah, I am thinking I like that idea. So we do this. And then let's bring this in. Actually, how do I do that? Yeah, let's do that. Let's try this. Let's see how this looks. Come on. Come on. Thank you. And we go something like so. Let's see what that's looking like. Oh, I'm kind of liking that. Yeah, Sharky, welcome to the complaint of most of the people in the US too. They like changing the time up on us, and they keep saying that they're probably going to do away with it at some point, but they never do. And then did we do... Yeah, we did. Okay. Alright. Now the nice thing is that the those entry ramps are actually airtight blocks. So you can actually set this thing up to be kind of a trap if you really want it to. But we're not going to do that. At least not right this second. What we are going to do is I think we're going to go... well, something like this. Oh, haha. Yes. I'm starting to like this. All right. And then for you, you're actually going to come back like so, as are you. And then for you, we're going to do something a little, not necessarily something I do a lot of. And the question is, do I want to... It's kind of claustrophobic. Alright, so how about instead of that, let's flip them. That gives us a little bit more headroom in here. And then what we'll do is, with this block, we'll do that. Let's grab our med bay here. There's a hiccups. Woo. Why'd you move the blessing of getting 09 instead of 8? Oh, Sharky, if you get an answer to that, let me know, because that's a question that a lot of us have been asking for many, many years. Oh, you know what I need to do instead? I need to do... Get rid of that. I'm going to do this instead. There we go. So I'll put that in. Let's go. Come on, thank you. What we'll do here is we'll flip the script on this a little bit. So you come out here. You're going to be probably bridged over. Alright, so we get up to here. How do we get up from here is the question. Alright, so let's go. Do we want the lit passage, or do we want open stairs, like a catwalk style stairs leading up? I'm thinking catwalk stairs. I need girders. Garters! Iron brew. It's made from girders. Right. And everybody in chat sitting there going, what in the hell is he talking about? You either know the reference or you don't. I need to shave? Yes, yes I do. Alright. No, needs to move back one. Doot 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 doot. And open walkway. Come on. You were there for a second. There it is. Haha. You don't know the reference. Alright. So there's an energy drink, like a sports drink in Scotland, called Iron Brew. And the tagline on it for many, many years was, "It's made from girders." The cans are steel cans, and it's all recycled steel, or a majority of recycled steel. But they basically, as a way to address the high amounts of just like industrial waste as far as metals were concerned, they were basically bulk buying old steel girders and melting them down and recycling them for their cans. Little Nin's been around every once in a while. She's more about the 7 Days to Die stuff. So when we stream 7 Days to Die, you'll probably see her more often. And now that I was able to recover my save, yay! So yeah, for those who don't know, maybe not watch 7 Days to Die, I have a series running over on YouTube, and I had to suspend it last week because I had an issue with the save corrupting. Hey Shades, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Happy Monday. Well, for you probably Tuesday, but you know, it's all good. How you doing today? Hopefully you're having a fantastic day. So we got girders. Oh, I tanked. That's what I needed, because I need to recharge my hydrogen. There we go. Nope. Still Monday for you? Okay. Alright, so we got that. Oh, I know what I can do here. Let's go. I want a middle section of this so that we can have like a 3-wide doorway. I think that would actually be kind of cool. What we'll do is... Oh, that's right, I keep forgetting these are small grid only. Damn it. I really want to use these on a large grid, but... Oh, let's see. We could use the regular sliding doors. We could put an airlock in. Or we can use... What are these? Which doors are those? Oh, those doors. Yeah, let's try those. I don't think I've ever actually... Oh, that's why I don't use them. Because the model for the door... Awesome. So if the doors are open, you can't get upstairs. I kind of like that, actually. Control panel, control panel. That's kind of cool. Actually, you know what? Since those are actually in the exact middle, let's flip them so the control panels are on the same interior wall facing there. There we go. Hey Copco, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Thanks again for the host, man. I appreciate that. Damn, Sharky. Getting feisty up in here today. Alright. So if we do that, then yes, we can actually go ahead and do those there. See, I was kind of tempted to put windows in here, but these are window doors, so that actually works out a little bit better, I think. Of course, that kind of defeats the purpose of having these here if we do that. So let's... Ow. Quit beating on me. There you go. So if we do that and then we say... Whoop, helps if I spell it correctly. So if we do that and then we do... this... Now, in theory, if we do a... Oh, you know what we can do there? No, I know what we can do there. We can put a window in. Not a window, a window. Actually, how many blocks is that? Is that a 1x3? A 3x3? I want 1x3s, damn it! Alright, oh, let's go ahead and drop you. We'll grab you, drop you, and grab the 1x1 just in case. Oh, perfect. So what we'll do here, come here, is let's take this one out, take this one out. This way we can make the room actually airtight. Kind of defeats the purpose if it's not actually sealed. All right, 1, 2, 3. I guess I could, because that is technically closed. Nah, it's fine. We'll do it this way. Deux, trois. There we go. So this way, when you're in the med bay, you have a view. Okay. What you have a view of, I haven't decided yet. Alright, so I'm thinking now, just spitballing here, that we do enclosed, grab those out of there. Now what we want is this one, and what we're going to do is we're going to use the corner passage, and we're going to do that on both sides. And then I'm thinking maybe have four-way intersection there. Actually, no, T intersection. Oh, you know what we can put in there? We can actually use... Where's the one with my text screen? There it is. Passageways with LCDs. Okay, I want the T intersection with an LCD. Yeah. One there. One there. And then we use... No. We drive Hal insane. That's what we do. Yes. Yes, we do. There we go. And then I want this one. Okay. And then this will lead out into the hangar section. Ah. Hey, Hanger, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Long time no see, man. I don't know. I'm not that worried about it, Sharky. If they ban me, they ban me. It's fine. For those who don't know, Twitch has recently taken to enforcing some of their new rules for people. So, nicely done, Hanger. Nicely done. Thank you for the bits, man. I appreciate it. All right. So that's going to go like a so. And then I'm thinking, kind of want the hanger to drop down a little bit. But I guess we can get away with doing this. So what is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do 4 on one and 3 on the other. All right, congrats, Demon. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So, I mean, I guess I could do the cheaty way. Do the 2 blocks on one, as well, the 3x1 gates, and then have a gate in the middle. Thinking I'm just going to do a 3x1 on one side and 4x1 on the other. So Hanger, what they've done is they've started enforcing a system where basically if you're doing things like if you link your Patreon directly in the chat, they get a little pissy about it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I want this to be 5 blocks. 5 blocks is generally good enough for most flyers, actually. Let me check something really quick. Yeah, so apparently a couple of people have now gotten at least temporary suspensions for posting their Patreon stuff, because having an external site like Patreon, and I think the stores are okay because they don't offer a merch service right now for the channels, but for Patreon you can subscribe to people on Patreon, and if you're using bots like the bot that I use, actually links Patreon, the Discord, Twitch, and YouTube all together. So basically, if you have a Patreon, you're advertising Patreon, you're leading people away from Twitch for from the revenue side of things. And like I said, I understand it from their perspective because it is a business. It just is unfortunate that it's come to that. And part of it is because basically Patreon and GoFundMe and all the other little ways of taking donations have become so popular that they really have difficulty competing with them. Okay, so I want to make sure this thing fits through, because basically we're going to make a version of this for space. So it needs to fit. If it fits, it ships. Oh, look at that. It might work. It might work. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about right there. Look at that. So yeah, so basically everybody that's running bots that have their Patreon information on it, basically they're being warned through action to turn that feature off. So look at that. That actually worked out really well. Okay. So what we're gonna do is let's go ahead and get this thing back over to the base, get it docked up again. Like I said, we will make a version of this. We'll take a blueprint of it here in a bit, and what we'll do is once we're in space, we'll modify it a little bit so that we can get the large ion thrusters. And I'll probably just use the vanilla ions for it. In fact, I think the only thing I'm using that's modded, well, that's not entirely, because I've got the reactors that are mods too, so never mind. There. Alright. So what is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So we actually want this to come back 1 block. So why do you keep going to the... whatever. I'm not going to ask. It doesn't do me any good to worry about it, so. Alright. Alright, and then we take those out. And the reason I had those in here was because they were placeholders, so that we could use these. Let's go ahead and get those out of here for now. We want the 1x4, and those are the 1x3s. Doesn't really matter to me which. Hi. Would you like to cooperate some point in time today? Would be awesome if you would. Alright, and then we go back to those. There we go. That gives us our hangar space. Yeah, hangar. I do Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays here on Twitch, and I do Tuesdays and Thursdays over on YouTube. So both have pros and cons. So it's you know, it's not too bad. All Panda all the time. Yeah, now sometimes during the week I do take a day off for various reasons. Sometimes the wife stays home. If she's not feeling well, then I won't stream because the noise of me streaming and usually, you know, raging against some of the games irritates her a little bit. So, but for the most part, yeah, I'm pretty much 5 days a week now. And then I'm hoping to have, like I was saying earlier, for the folks who like Medieval Engineers, we're talking about doing a community server for Medieval Engineers. And if we do that, then we will be doing community days, which will probably be on the weekends. So you may get 6 days a week of Panda. That might be a little too much Panda for everybody, but we'll see. Alright, so that gets us to there. Those wrap through that way. We're gonna go like so. Let's bring you out one more. There we go. And I don't know if we're going to go just one block up. How tall was that? I think I need to go 3 blocks up for that. So we'll see. Six days to Panda? Yeah, I know, right? Well, you know, I can't be accused of pandering to my audience here, right? No pandering allowed. Sorry. You knew somebody was going to have to say it. It may as well be me. Alright. Alright, so I do think we're going to take that up another floor here. Shoot, we're going to need that one. And from there we go like so. Alright, and then for here, I'm going to make this a little bit easier. And I might come back and change this up just a little bit. But first things first, let's get this in so that it's not causing us problems. Right. And then that allows us to have this area. Okay, so we have, you come up, you can come into the hangar from here, you can come into that area. So we can seal the doors here, but we won't be able to seal doors here unless we go, it's gone closed. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go corner blocks here, corner blocks here, and then we're going to reverse that over on this side. Let's make sure we can walk through here. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, just making sure. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put an airlock on both of these. Feels like we're out at the club. All right. And you look accurate. Yes, I think that's right. Looks right. Okay. It's too complicated with wireframes? Nah. You get used to it. It's all good. So what I'm thinking is that we are going to do this as the back of the ship here. And this will be a docking port for people when they, like, that way if I have a larger ship, we'll be able to dock the larger ship up here and still be able to get into the ship proper. So you come down here, this takes you to here, you come around this way. That takes you in there. Alright, so let's go ahead and put a conning tower in here, I think. So get rid of that. We're going to get these here to that one for a while, and we're going to get that. Okay, so we want the corners. Corner there. Corner there. So that'll be airlocked. I do need to put a so you go in that way, then it goes down into the ship proper so that we can get out of there for a second. Nothing like painting yourself into a corner, right? There you go. Okay. So that brings us down to this level. Maybe we'll put the bridge here. Could be interesting. So let's go ahead and we'll say you there. Alright, so we've got conduit down here, we've got those. Alright, so you are an air vent. Alright, so let's get rid of the airlock for a second. We're going to grab this. And what we're going to do is we're going to use the sloped version. And then we will go Thinking something like this. Makes it a little bit more interesting, right? And then what we can do for here is we basically go like this. We could go something like this, maybe? Let's see what this looks like from outside. So if we take that out, take that out. And then this is going to be a lit passageway. We'll make sure, yeah, that's right. And that keeps our airtight seal. Now where we do run into a potential problem. Oh, hello. One too many. Alright, so let's go back like this. So that gives us here, and then what we can do is, I'll show you what we're going to do here in a second. This is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Alright, so we need to... I'm going to have to use the other one. I was afraid of that. There it is. Alright, so we'll do that one there. That's fine. It's all good. Alright. So let's go ahead and get rid of that for a second. We're going to go over here. Now they have these really cool floor tiles. Right there. These are the enclosed passageway extensions. And I need to see which way these are. Okay, so if it's like that, it's running 3 away. So if we do this, this keeps it in the same basic style. Right? Yeah. And that sets us up to be completely enclosed. And then we go through there, so we can go ahead and actually... Yes, I know we painted ourselves into a corner. It's fine. Alright, and just to make sure, yes, all of this is closed in. Okay. And then what we'll do here is we'll go 1, 2. Okay. And if we need to take it out of line, we can. I'm not that worried about it. But I'm thinking here, now, bear with me, bear with me. We're going to go take you out. Let's grab the stairs. And what we're going to do is, let's go, can we get away with doing this is the question. Let's see if we can make this work. Because if we can make this work, means much less work for me down the road, so... What I'm going to need to do then, I'm going to need to grab... Put a block there, put a block there, and that allows us to do that. See? Alright, so that allows us to come back down through here. Getting around the ship's going to be annoying, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be drill a hole in the wall. Pretty much, Sharky, pretty much. You get surprised when it's done and it's actually a ship. Gee, thanks. So I'm probably going to have to rework some of this because I need the hangar to be able to hold an atmosphere. And right now we don't have anything pumping oxygen into this area. And I don't have any of the cargo lines running through here yet either. So I'm thinking, let's do it like this. Actually, can I get a line through there? Yeah, I guess I could. 'Cause if we do that, of course, that means I have to take this out. Yeah, we can make it work. Because what I'll do is instead is I'll just do this. And then if I want to change up the med bay area, I'll put in the enclosed floor tiles like we had before. Okay, and then that allows me to have this whole thing pressurized. This is actually going to have to come out, unfortunately. For now, we'll just do that just to, so we know that it'll hold atmosphere in here. And now I could put the air vent here, or I could put the connector. I think I'm going to put the connector there. Oh, no, bring you out of there. And then what we'll do is we'll put the air vent above it. Yeah, we can get rid of you for right now. There we go. Okay, so now this has got air. It has a supply line that we can put a connector on. So I may need to extend this back one more. You know what? Let's just go ahead and do that now. Let's extend this back one. Okay, so we did the 1x4s on this side, and we did 1x3s on this side, and that just gives us a little bit more room to play with when we're building on this. So, all right. Come on. There we go. Well, it helps because For me, it actually helps because then I can see where the interior pieces are. Being able to see the internals helps me make sure I've got things piped in and everything is set up correctly and the way I want it to be. Alright. Alright, so I think we're to the point where we can turn Bob on, let him start welding stuff up, and then in the interior piece here, basically what we're going to do is have a walkway that comes around and then comes down into a stair system over here, which will actually be, may as well just go ahead and add the space for that now because we're going to need it anyway. Take that out. So basically what you'll do is there will be stairs that go up on either side here. So this first piece will be a walkway, and we'll put the walkway blocks in. If I have the girders, I can go ahead and do that. Yes, that's the one I want. So you end up with this basically. I'm out of girders. Need more iron brew. Send me iron brew. I know that was a horrible accent. I'm sorry. I should feel bad. Let's see. 1, 2. And that one is the turn. I don't think we can. I don't think it's gonna let me drop one on top of it, is it? Nope. Okay, it was worth a try. Oh, you know what I could do? If we want to be fancy, we could grab those. And let's go here. So for those that are wondering how you know which way you need to be facing when you place these things, there's a little blue dot on one side that's actually the control panel. Actually, I'll show you. I have them interior. I can show. We have them over here. All right. So when you're placing it, you'll see this little blue dot in the wireframe. That blue dot needs to be on the right-hand side for it to be right side up. That's how you can tell if it's right side up or not. And I'm gonna hop in here really quick, recharge my stuff. We're gonna go to the tank. Drop off our bottles. More 90 swag for the car. Oh, wow. Well, we haven't done lighting yet, so when we get to the point where we're actually placing lights, then we can RGB it up. What I really need to do is figure out a way to have it scripted so that you can do baseline timing for the lights or synchronization. So if you're playing music, have a script that looks at your external music feed and strobes the lights in time to the baseline. You want to go 90s swag? Let's go 90s car swag. Okay, and then we are going to go like that. I think we're gonna do. I think we're gonna do the. Do we want to do enclosed stairs? I don't know. What do you think? Do we want to do the enclosed stairs up to the second tier, or do we want to have it open for catwalk? Because I am almost thinking catwalk. Since we're doing catwalks anyway. Hey? Oh, let's have that tied in there correctly, shall we? Alright, so now we're going to do the regular walkway, no railings, because we have a couple of these that we need to put down. Need one there. Need one there. Should be one in each of the corners. Alright. And one there, and one there. And see, now we can get all the way around the ship. You can come up this way, and you go back in. Ah, look at that. Actually, I believe there is a furry dice mod. Actually, let me see. Do I have it? Oh, what is it? No, it is... Where are you at? No, Spaceballs doesn't have it. I have seen a furry dice mod, though. Basically, it's an item. It's a construction item that hangs off the wall. But I have no cats. No, I don't. Hey, Wartel, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the stream. So you're gonna go there. You're gonna go there. And I'm thinking here that we're gonna do residential back here. Alright, so let's grab these out of here. So if we do this up, how will we do this? Because this is going to go out another block, actually. So if we do Actually, no, let's... So I'm trying to figure out how I want to do the dooring in here. I do kind of like these doors, but I'm not sure that they are suitable for residential use. They work really well for the med bay because of the fact that they here. You know, they actually look good for like a med bay where you want to be able to see. Oh, excuse me, hiccups. Where you want to be able to see in. Yeah, we'll try it. We'll try it. I can always rip them out and put something else in later. Well, you know what I could do? Let's give folks a little bit more room in their stateroom. I don't know. What do you think? Because on the exterior of the ship, you're not going to see it, but maybe. I mean, if we really wanted to give a better sense of space, do something like this. No, wouldn't be able to get away with it on that side because it'll, well, maybe. What's going to be down below? Let's see. So if we do that, but it also does mean I need to pipe in the life support stuff over here too. Or, no, we don't have to do that. What we could do, don't want to do that. See, the problem that I have with doing this is that these 2x1s don't tend to hold air on the on this side, on when you're looking at it this way. I think what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and take that out. And do that. Because then we can put a cryo bed or something in here. And what I'm thinking is that we will have a secondary engineering section, because if we're going to have to build this up anyway, so maybe up in the roof over here, we'll run. Maybe we can run some conduit. We might be able to run the conduit from there down on both sides. Do it with pistons and rotors. Make the doors rocket open. Yeah, no. Alright, so we are going to do one more airlock on this side. So you come through here, because we need to pressurize this whole area anyway. So what we might do then, all right, tell you what, let's go ahead and get this Bob started on this stuff. Because what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to put probably hydrogen thrusters on the system or on the ship as well. So what I'm thinking is we'll build a kind of like a solid state booster idea, where we'll have a system that's set up specifically just to strap onto this thing to get it into space. And then once we get into space, we basically turn it pink, grind it all down, and we take the parts with us. I live a boring life. Oh. It'd be nice if that was true, Sharky. It'd be nice if it was true. Alright. Hey, we have an unknown signal coming down. That's actually going to be pretty close. We're going to be inside of about a K on that one. So when I was grinding the old ship down over the weekend, I actually had one of these signals come down, not much further out than where we're building right now. It came down almost on top of the base. It's actually closer than that one is. Let's go see what we got. Did you land on the hill? You landed on the hill. That's not too bad. 49-inch gold thrusters. Well, wait for him to finish. You never know. Can we do it? Don't you go running away from me. Come back. There we go. Cow helmet. Yay. Just what I wanted. I think I have the complete cow set now. Hey, we can put hydraulics on it. Hydraulics are very possible in this game with the pistons. I've actually done, I don't want to say actual hydraulics. Oh, look, we can see through the world. Any materials here? Or are you just a dead spot? Just a dead spot. Okay. Well, if you're going to put spinner rims on, you have to have hydraulics. I mean, it's like you buy spinners and you get hydraulics for free. I mean, come on, really? Okay, so I am liking the way that the ship turned out. I'm liking this design much better than the old one. Well, no, if you want to do it with wheels, if you're actually going to put like a hydraulic system on the wheels, what you do is you set a timer script up to increase and decrease the height, the height offset. All right, so what do we got? We have plates on us, right? We got all sorts of stuff on us. Okay. My dog is throwing a little tantrum. He's huffy because I'm not paying attention to him. Alright. If I remember correctly, there is a way to set the values you want it to go to. It may be a script that allowed that to happen. I don't remember now. Did I do that on both sides? No, I didn't. Okay. Let me get a little bit more of this welded up, and then I'll go check. But like I said, I'm fairly certain there used to be a script, or there was an ability when you were in the wheel settings. So that may have been removed. But you used to be able, in the wheel offsets. Yeah. Actually, no, I do want to do this. Okay. So if we go to wheels, okay, so where you have the height offset, so because you can use the bypass here, you should be able to configure that. Let's go. Yeah, so basically, because of the way the timer blocks work, sequence a bunch of offset like increases and then do resets back to your so it'll reset back to default. So basically it'll do really rapid increases, like 4 or 5 rapid increases, reset 4 or 5 rapid increases, or however many increases you want, because I mean the timer block, you get what is that, 81 slots, because you get nine grids of 9 blocks. So you'd be able to do a full offset, reset, full offset. So you just basically have it looping back through itself. We're going to remove that. At least that would be how I would do it if I wanted to just do something quick and dirty. Otherwise, you could always write a script that would do it. So I'm kind of curious to see if the reactor is done yet. No, of course it isn't. That would have been entirely too easy. Hydrogen flashpoint. Got the right music for it, though. Easy Inventory is freaking out. It's like, what in the hell? 6,600 reactor components. Thankfully, I have like 7,000 from the wedge reactors that I built on the. All right. I really want to see this thing in action because I don't know where the connection points are for the fuel for it. Because I didn't build one of these before, so you're going to see it for the first time along with me. Unless you've already seen the mod, then you've seen it before me, so that's okay. Basically, just need to grab all the grids. All the grids. So are you telling me we're out of grids? Is that what you're telling me? Oh, there you go. In you go. Damn it, stop grabbing the... I don't need any more reactor components. You son of a... This is the problem with easy inventory. It sometimes stops doing what I need it to do. Alright. Let's go see how much more we need for this thing. So I need grids and tubes. I need 300 and roughly 320 grids. I thought I had some grids in here. Nope, I am out of grids. Alright, how about large tubes? Out of those two, okay. So we'll have you crank out 1,000. And large tubes. We'll do 500 of those. That's not too bad. Let's just go ahead and do it. 1, 2, 3. Have them do 1,000. It's only 10,000 iron. Alright, so while that's running, what else do you need? You need superconductors and computers. You should have some superconductors in here. Oh, where the hell did it all go? That's really weird. Alright. Oh, maybe it went into the reactor, or into the... Yep, that's where they went. 220 thruster components, so 1380, so 1400 per. That's going to be a lot of components. But we don't need to worry about those until we're in space because we don't have platinum on the planet, so we're not going to be able to make those yet. Yeah, platinum's always fun to try and get on the planets. I don't have the meteor showers turned on. If I did, that would be probably the fastest and easiest way to get it. Oh, you know what we didn't put on here yet? We didn't put a manufacturing. I don't have any assemblers or refineries on board. So I'm guessing that's what we're going to do for the back section down there then. Now the question is do we want the bridge on this end or that end? I'm thinking the bridge on that end looking this way. Because the more I think about it, the more I'm thinking this might be better to have become the bridge, like not here specifically, but basically this, we would have some stairs that came up and then the bridge would be overlooking this area here. What do you think? So we have a bridge facing this way or bridge facing this way? I'm kind of liking this way. They always hit your starting line. Okay, so the secret to meteors, if you're playing with meteors turned on, even, no matter what the difficulty level of them that you have or the frequency of them, you want at least one turret immediately. If you can scrounge the parts from enough of the ship, then two. The other suggestion is that you build close to the mountainside or build close to a ridgeline. So that the ship basically has a little bit of cover from most directions. It just comes down to which way the planet is facing when you land, because they do spawn from the direction of the sun. So if you're in a situation like if I was to build with them turned on, I probably would build over in that little cubby hole area over there, or maybe. maybe down there behind that turn, some place where basically the base does not get direct sun, because that will reduce the chance of them hitting your bases. So, all right, so we need to go fill our hydrogen tanks while this thing is building. How we're done. Okay, so for the folks who are wandering in, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a fantastic Monday, or Tuesday if it happens to be very early for you. Hope you also had a fabulous weekend. We are doing a little bit of Space Engineers, and we are playing with no uranium being mined or processed. All of the uranium that you see like this is stuff that I'm picking up off of the unknown signals. Now, I'm doing that intentionally because I wanted to do something a little bit different. And so far, it's been pretty fun. Which is why we have this giant farm of solar out here. So I think I'm up to 84 panels. I don't know. How many panels am I up to? 74. 74. I found a hydrogen mod that allows us to have a hydrogen reactor, which is actually less efficient than uranium. But it gives us electrical power without the use of uranium. So once we get into space, I may not even worry about uranium. I may just keep it on the hydrogen reactors. I'm finding that they are a lot of fun, and they tend to require a little bit more thought in how you're doing them than just dropping a reactor that you can run over and put stuff in. Because in order to use them, you have to have your system set up so that you can process the ice. That the ice processor changes them into liquid hydrogen, liquid oxygen, and then you use an evaporator to turn it into gas if you want to use it for anything other than a fuel source for your reactor. So what are you missing? You're missing everything. Okay, so I'm going to need... Tell you what. Let's help Bob out here a little bit. We're going to grab enough to... Oh, need computers. All right. Yeah, it should be enough to build most of them. All right. So we want to get these built so that I can get power systems in. See, I don't really have an engineering section. I'm thinking that what we'll do is we'll set it up so that our engineering section is our batteries, because our reactor's at the back of the ship right now. So I'm thinking we'll do an actual engineering section where we'll have batteries, manufacturing, and assembly. So for now, that. And the nice thing is that we can run around and do all of this, so. And this way, once we have power on board, we'll be able to actually get around the ship, hopefully. I am notoriously bad about that at times. Hey, Sharky. Welcome back, buddy. What are you missing? You're missing computers. Did I really use all those parts already? Wow. All right, since we know that we need an engineering section, let's see here. Reactors, we do that. Trying to think of a place that we can set up some manufacturing, refining and manufacturing. It kind of makes sense to put it back here because that's where all of the other, like the storage and everything is. But I think I'm going to put them up front. And yes, there is a reason why those are set up that way. You'll find out later. It's going to be a bit of a surprise. All right, so if we do this, okay, so let's figure out how we're going to do atmosphere in here. I'm thinking we go, how many of these do I have? Okay. Thinking we do something like this. Do I have any interior plates? No, I don't. Let's go grab some plates really quick. That works. Don't need many. Alright, so what I'm thinking here is we run something like this, maybe. So if we do something like this, and then we go like so. Like that, and then we go like this. Is that the right height? And then come through like this. So it'll have to come up one. So basically it'll follow the roof. So it'll turn, it'll make that turn, it'll go up, follow here, run through. We'll have a conveyor block here. And I guess I could actually, you know what we could do? We could do this, and then what we do is we do that. And then that lets us pipe across the top here, keep the rooms pressurized. And then we have a refinery. So it's going to be at that point. So if we do that, Oh, always fun when it lags up a little bit. All right. So then what we do here is we say, right. That should be in line, right? Yeah. Yeah, I think that's going to work nicely, actually. And then once these are welded up, what we'll do is we'll have assemblers off on either side of them. So we'll have one assembler per refinery on both sides. And then basically what we'll do is we'll put the... I think we will put the bridge back here facing this way. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm liking this. You want to see the footprint? Oh, sorry, I wasn't... From the air. So basically what I'm going with is kind of like an oil barge, like tanker style ship design. And we've been able to keep it to that so far. So you're going to go there, and you are going to be here. And then what this allows us to do is we have all of our upgrades run down this way. We have the assemblers on the outside. And then we'll be able to put shields in as well. And I'm thinking the shield generators are probably going to go in the middle here since there's no other connectors on the side. But we'll see. I might end up putting them like down here, because then you'll have the upgrade modules fit along those lines. And if we put the shields in here, we might be able to... Actually, that's not a bad idea. Because if I do that, I'll be able to turn the shields to the side, so we'll be able to use all of the upgrade modules both on the lengthwise. Only mining ships should be shaped like a penis, yes. Why? Because they screw over the planet that they're using. You're using them on. Alright. Okay, so you come up here, you come through here, you've got the overlook into the hangar bay area. I'm liking the way the lines are working here. You won't be able to see out of the corners. You come down here, you have a window right there. Come down here, come around this way. Go in through the doorway there. Alright. Now do I have... Oh yeah, I've got plenty of interior plates. Okay, so we've got that figured out. So what we're going to do now is we're going to say this. To there. Yeah. There we go. And we're going to do the same from the other side. This goes 1, 2, and 3, 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Just making sure all of my lines match up. I apologize if I go a little quiet. Not intentional. There we go. And then if we did this correctly, the whole thing should be tied together and looped. So, in theory at least. We'll find out as we progress a little further through the build. Nice. You can, but the rotor, all the rotor does for you in a mining rig is cause problems. They're really not worth it. But I have done rotor-based mining rigs before. If you have, especially with like bases or really large grid ships, if I build something really big and I want to mine, I will use rotors to basically etch out a line. If you use them with pistons, you can actually start focused in one area and expand out, literally expand your mining out from there. When they work really well, but that's 9 times out of 10, it's not worth the hassle, honestly. Okay, so this thing is welding up. What I'm hoping that will happen is that we'll get enough of this together here where we'll be able to get the build and repair tools online. Actually, yeah, I was able to build one of them at least. Now I have one of the, I have 2 of these up front now, as you saw. We'll go back and grab the rest of the parts for this here in a moment. Oh, let us not slam first face into the new ship. While entertaining, would be extremely frustrating. All right. So Bob should have the reach to get over here. The idea is that once we have these guys up and running, in theory, we'll be able to break down the base. And I'm thinking that that's one of the things we'll do is once this ship is done, we'll probably end up breaking the base down, like basically just reclaim all of the parts. We'll grab a schematic of the little atmospheric miner that we have, and we'll basically rebuild that with ions once we're in space. So, okay, so that is all piped through. You're piped through here. All right, so let's go take a look. Make sure our logic works here. So we're piped through to the connector there. Connector is piped up into the box there. From there, it should be going into here somewhere. Yeah, there it is. That's all piped in. That's piped in. Gravity generator's online. Nice. So all of our cargo is piped together. Oh, look, our reactor's online. Nice. Okay, so that's an access point. Oh man, if that's... I may need to... Son of a... I might need to rework some of this. Oh, that's hilarious. I don't know if there's a connector on the bottom. There's a connector there. Is that an access point? That is an access point. So it's on the 4 corners, or the 4 sides. Okay, that's not as bad as it could have been. This could have actually been much worse. Do I have interior plates? I do have interior plates. This is even better. Okay. Oh. That was almost extremely funny. I'm hoping there's one in the middle there, but if not, I want to make sure that we have all of this covered just in case. Because anybody who knows my luck is if something can screw up somewhere, it will. Alright, so... And we can actually get to the port, which means we can grab that. Okay, we have a ridiculous amount of power on board the ship now. Actually, I want to see if we can open. I want to make sure the ramps are actually in the right position. Both of the boarding ramps are incomplete. Oh, that figures. Okay. Let's get these up and running here. $1 trillion watts. That reactor is actually 5 gigawatts. So the 2 wedge reactors that I was using were just around 2 gigawatts each. They were like 2.2 or something like that, or 1.1 rather. And these take roughly the same amount of parts as the multiple reactors did, and produce about 5 times the power. So we're gonna grab both of these. We're gonna open them, make sure they both open the way I'm expecting them to, and they do. So we come in, hard hat area. Okay. This is not done yet. So you'll be able to go that way is in, that way is there. Medbay is up and running. That's a good thing. Since the medbay is up and running and we have power, we could actually go ahead and break down the actual base at this point. Okay. So now we go through here. We go back up this way. Oh, because it's not done yet. So just because. There we go. Just to give you an idea what this is going to look like when it's done. Now I could take this block out and do another one of these, but I'm thinking, well, I guess, because if I did, I might have to get one of the mods that puts there's a mod that puts LCDs in the armor blocks. I may have to get that because I kind of want to have a LCD system here. Okay, that one's still not done, so we need to go grab some parts. So is the ship starting to come together for you all now? You're able to start seeing more of it like I'm seeing it? For now, I'm just puny. Yeah. Well, what I really need is the, oh, what is that thing called? I need this one. The Catalyst ESO Mass Reactor. 120 gigawatts of power from that thing. Yeah. I will use that in a build at some point in time. That is my goal, is I'm going to have not one, but two of these on one ship. And yes, it will be a ship, not a base. I need small tubes, huh? Okay, that's easy. Small tubes, where are you? Just gonna grab a couple hundred of those. And I'm gonna grab see if I can get a few more of these. Come on, there we go. This way we're not as likely to run into a situation where we can't get through the door again. You know what, we've already gone through all of that. We will start ourselves back here again. Get this welded up. I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and do this then. We're gonna juice all of the lights for you. There you go. And then that brings us up here. Okay, so we can actually make it all the way through the entire ship. My logic was not completely gone. Alright, so since we have that, we'll need to pipe in O2 up here. Okay, so let's take a look. This is sealed. There's no O2 in here. So what I'm thinking is maybe not to use the sealed passage. Because they do have non-enclosed versions of these with lights. So actually I might have to use the enclosed, because I think the enclosed is the only one that has the half passage. No, there it is. Okay. So we can actually do that. So what we can do then is let's get rid of the airlock, get rid of the ramp. We're going to grab this. Actually, I want the one with the light. And what we do is we take this out. Right, and see how we have the reactor there? This actually works in our favor. Because I think, oh, I have it set so that the one side that doesn't have a connector, damn it, I might have to take the reactor out. Might have to take the reactor out and spin it. Because you see the flat piece here? That has a connector on it. So if I rotate the reactor, we'll be able to have a connector on the top here. Holy crap. Are you just... Oh, that was silly. Of course, it's the connector on the other side. Yep. Let's try that again, shall we? Well, I guess, I mean, technically... Yes, technically we could have something pipe up and in here. Because what I'm thinking here is we do... It's going to do it like this. And then you do that. But the problem is that we need to be able to pipe oxygen in. So I guess we could... Let's see, where can we pull this from? We could pull it from there and have it wrap itself through. So it would be something like this. Which actually might be good, because then we can put defensive cannons on this. We could put small, like, anti-missile, anti-fighter style guns on it. But then that gives us O2 in there. Let's just check to make sure. Okay, so this is actually pressurized. That's good. Just making sure. So this will have O2 when it's set up. Okay, so you'll be able to come down here. That's going to be closed eventually once everything is done welding. So that won't be an issue, but as you can see, it is all pressurized here. You know what? We have that. We don't actually need this here then. We could take this one out, because all it's doing is providing us with an oxygen piece where we already have oxygen here. Let's check this out. Let's take this out for a second and see. Because if we take those out, is that? Oh, you know what? Let's take these out. Yeah, see, because this window's that's half window. Okay, so that's just a window. Is that the only window we have there? I need girders. Give me girders. Have we used them all yet? Nope, we haven't used them all yet. Okay. I was worried. I was kind of worried that we may have used all the girders already. All right. So let's drop you right there. Let's 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can actually do the 2x up here. So let's grab the 2x1s. Oh, we want the other ones. There we go. And when this is done welding up, that should be airtight as well. So let's go grab, we're going to drop off some parts. So I should be dropping these off over here at the new one so that it can be using them We're just going to drop all this stuff off. We're going to go tank really quick. Oh. Oh. So we're going to refill those really quickly. And there we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Alright, so that should be enough to grab, or to finish a good portion of these. Thank you. A carbon instead of tungsten lamp? No thank you. I like my retinas where they are. Thank you very much. Alright. Let's hopefully not kill ourselves going through the doors. Alright, so let's go ahead and... That should be enough to get us through. Hopefully. There you go. And you are sealed, so we actually do have atmosphere in here. Alright, so... Let's go drop off the rest of this stuff back. Actually. With that, we can actually get to the cargo. Okay. Now I need plates. Lots and lots of plates. So we're going to grab like 500 plates and 100 interior plates. Now here's the reason for this. So first off, we need to do yield modules. For those who don't know, I run yield modules pretty much exclusively on my my refineries. Ah, crap. Because I don't like wasting resources, and you'll notice I generally put these in before I start with refining ore. There you go. And part of that is because, like I said, I don't like wasting resources. So I would rather take more power and longer to refine and get more resource out of it, so I don't have to spend as much time mining. Retina's in the air. Yes, yes, it would. Alright, so what are you missing anyway? You're missing motors. Are we out of motors again? We must be out of motors. Alright, so we'll crank out like another 1,000 motors, I guess. Let's make sure, yep, we are. Because sometimes Bob is selective. He likes to screw with me. Alright. So our reactor is online. I'm almost tempted, but then I have to pipe it in. Let's see, we have... Is there an easy way to pipe it in without... Yeah, I guess we could do this. Three, 4. If we're going to do that, then we take this one out. Alright, so I know I went quiet. I apologize. So what I'm thinking here is we need a place to store oxygen. So I'm thinking we're going to do that here. gonna get you out of there. I'll place one. So we have the 2 oxygen tanks over here, and we're going to repeat this on the other side. You don't need stealth if you can go supernova. That's very true. You don't need lots of things if you can go supernova. 2, 3, and 4. Alright. And we'll you out though. Okay, so that gets us a lot of oxygen storage. We can still access it from down here, which is why I did this instead of running it flush. I want to be able to get into the oxygen tanks, so in case we're doing something in space and I don't want to go all the way back in to refill my oxygen. Of course my suit energy is low. I haven't been in cryo in a while. Sheesh. There we go. Okay. So I think the rest of this is just getting us welded up and ready to go. So assemblers. So we did say we want it to go like this. And like that. Now, like I said, the assembler should have a connection panel over. No, it might be there. I may have screwed that up. I might need to take those out. We'll see. We'll let it weld up and we'll see what we need to do with it. Okay, so why are you... Oh, because I screwed that up entirely. Come on, Hal. I'm like, why is it red? It's because it's not actually connected to anything. Yeah. There we go. Let's try that way. Okay. Yes, now that works. Alright, so you're matched there, which means you are actually piped in. Make sure. Yep, that's the X. Okay, so you're piped in there. So, yes, I have this backwards. I need to take this one out. Okay, so whenever you have a situation like this happen, here's the easy way to fix it. There we go. Just brace from one of the sides and you're fine. Alright, so we know... Which way are you? You are that way, and I need you to be... that way. So, I need you to go... Yes? Yes. Of course, I could... do this... that way, I believe, right? No, it has to be the other way. So basically has to be this way. Okay. Make sure, nope, I need to flip that. 180. Okay. It's going to be that way. Now we can place these back in here again. There we go. Okay. Yeah, it was connected, just not to a connection port. Exactly. Which kind of sucks because that means I'm going to probably need to pull that build repair out to put the assembler in over here. Because I want my assemblers on the interior of the mandibles. Yeah, so I'm probably going to pull this one out. So that we can put in this, so we can put the assembler in here. Of course, I could flip it the other way and put the assembler in like that. Yeah, let's do that. Let's see, do we have, if we do this, yeah. So if we do that, we can actually still seal everything up. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that we weren't going to have a situation where this was going to stick in through the wall in some way that would keep me from being able to seal the hallway off over here. But no, it should be fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to have basically something like this. And then we go... Okay, so you have your basic room here. Make sure we're the same on both sides. That we did that instead. So how do you access the door? I'm gonna have to talk to Krieg. His door is broken. I'll probably have to put buttons in to control those. Which, if I'm going to do that, that means I'm going to have a flat panel here. Alright. No worries, Sharky. I'm actually going to go ahead and call this one here. I want to thank everybody for stopping in. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Before you take off, let's see if we can find anybody else who might be up and about on Twitch today doing a little bit of Space Engineers. It's always fun to pay a visit to folks. Looks like there's only a couple of us live today right now. Hey, coil gun's on. Let's go say hello to Coil Gun, shall we? For those who don't know who Coil Gun is, he's actually he's a pretty good builder. Actually, I really enjoy a lot of his builds. So. So let's go pay a visit to Coil Gun. He's a good guy. You'll probably enjoy it. If you like watching builds, he does a lot of really good builds. So anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Thanks for posting those links, Sharky. I do appreciate it. I also appreciate everybody stopping in. Hopefully you had fun. If you did, don't forget to hit those follows so you know when I go live. If you haven't followed the links that Sharky posted, you can find me over on Twitter. You can find me on YouTube, both of which are at Halidmer. And then over on Discord, if you hit that link up, you can actually join the community over there if you just want to hang out and chat with people who really enjoy different games. Anyway, hope you all have a fantastic day. Have a terrific night. And we'll see you back here next time for more Space Engineers, probably. As always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody.